Today we are going to be filming a little back to school haul. And I know I look really crusty right now, especially my nails. But that is because my school has a requirement to do an Outward Bound course, which is basically this thing. It's like 5 days in the woods, no showers, like basically just like surviving. But they do give you food and stuff. And it's like it's not the end of the world. I did hate it because I'm for sure not a nature girly, but I'm really glad I did it. You know, I feel like everybody should do it at some point in their lives, even though it was my hell, my personal hell. But that's all good. So I wrote all little talking points right here. First thing is obviously materials. So what I got for this year, I got these campus notebooks, and everything is already linked to my like to know. These campus notebooks are like a little transparent thing, so I write my subject at the top of it, know what's going on, refill the paper, literally pages forever. I think these are a really good investment. Really like these. I got them in 2 different colors. I got a hot pink and a light pink. This is mainly for aesthetics. I don't really think the color matters, like, at all, but obviously I'm a pink girly, so I will, given the option, I will do it in pink, for sure. So, yeah. So these are, like, the notebooks. And then in terms of folders and binders, I got these kind of, like, Skydo ones. They are, like, 5 things. Me personally, I do, like, folders instead of binders. To me, folders are a little bit neater. I can organize them how I want. And especially these ones, because it's like a little 5-pocket folder. So my plan for these folders is to really like organize it and use each pocket for like a different unit or things. I'm not sure how that will work with every class, but in my mind I'm thinking history and math and stuff. And the way it's really easy to have this 5-pocket thing is for my full year classes that aren't semester classes of like my finals, I still have everything in here and it's perfectly organized for when I need it, and I think that'll just be like really helpful for me in the long run. So I got these in the light pink, and they actually came with like these little tabs, I didn't know that, where I just like labeled all of them. Oh, and I got 5 notebooks, 5 folders for 5 classes. The classes I have this year are 2 sciences. They're each a semester long. I'll get more into like why they're like that in a hot second. Science, English. Sorry, I have to like read off of these because I don't even know my own classes. How stupid is that? And then math, obvi, Spanish, and history. I do have 7 classes, and the one that's not in here is AP Computer Science, and there's something else that I am forgetting. But I hope that just like comes back to me in like a fever dream or something. I don't know. But those are what I got for folders and binders. Oh, and the reason I wanted these is because I can fit the campus notebooks in here because they are really thin. But if I do need to, just fill with more paper, we're all good. And I did opt for more thin items because my backpack for this year, in my mind, it is quite, like, it's a good size backpack. But in my mind, it is smaller than, like, a normal one. So that's why I did opt for, like, a thinner option. And, okay, she's kind of a mess right now because I'm kind of unpacking her. So I'm going to do a little zip moment. But this is the Lululemon, I think, everyday backpack. Yeah, I know she's a little dirty, but I do love that. I'm pretty sure I can wash this. I'm gonna have to check the care tag first. I love the color as well and the fit. My only ick with this backpack, it doesn't have any like pockets. And I like to bring extra things that aren't, really school related to school. Like one thing's already in here, like a little perfume. This is the Sol de Janeiro 40, I believe. Cute little hairbrush, emergency kit, like eyelash curler, lip gloss, perfume, deodorant, whatever you need. I do like to keep stuff in here. And so I'm going to use like little pouches for that. But it does have this little back pocket, and it does have this laptop sleeve and a water bottle pocket along the side. It's super discreet, very minimal, very cute. I do love her. I think this is like a Twilight Rose. I'm not really sure. But then I really do like the idea of the laptop sleeve because in my mind, like I know it's the same amount of space, but in my mind it's adding something else so it gives me more space. Like girl mathing it, right? And my school does give me, I think it's a 13, 16, maybe 30, it's like I think it's I might be wrong. It's either 13 or 16-inch MacBook with the M1 chip. Don't ask me because I don't know what any of that means, what it could ever mean, but I know she has a place for her. And this, I think, will be the pencil case that I bought for this year. It's the special pencil case. And I really like that it has this for, like, pencils, little holder. And this, I think I'm going to use for, like, smaller items. We'll get into that in a second. And this year I had to use the T184 calculator. Oh, and this is because high school. And so I do think that, I'm hoping it fits. I think it won't because of the measurements. But in my mind, I'm like, how can a calculator get bigger than this? If it doesn't fit though, which I'm certainly crossing my fingers for, it's gonna be the stupidest reason, but I don't want to carry that big thing around. So I'll carry 2 calculators around, one everyday one, because I really want to keep using this pink one that I got last year. It's so cute. Like, they have like a pink T84, but it was like silver. It was like, it just wasn't the same vibe with this cutie little pink one. So I'm like, in my mind, you can just pop her in, you know? She'll fit. And I really appreciate that it kind of like expands like this side here. Oh my god, it can get like thicker or like deeper or whatever. And then you can also, you can customize it. You can customize it to like fit your needs, right? And somebody told me to get this. I'm not really sure why, but I bought a mini stapler. And she fits right here. So, yeah. That's what she's for. And I think in terms of pens and pencils and things, I went to Target and I picked up these pens. These pastel pens. And in terms of like school supplies, like pens, pencils, note cards, stuff like that, I'm keeping some at home, keeping some with me to carry around for school. Because I'm really good at losing my materials. I know it's horrible, but it's the truth, right? So this way, if I do lose them, I have backups. I don't have to worry about taking them out, leaving them places. Like, I have a set for home, a set for school, and we are all good to go. And you have refills for when you do inevitably lose them. And these are the pencils I got. I really love these pencils because, first of all, they're adorable. Super pretty. Pastel. Yay! But they also, I really like the lead in these, and like, I don't know if it's a lead or just like the way they write. I really do like these. And I do find like these, like the big mechanical pencils, break less than normal mechanical pencils. Because I used to use like these mechanical pencils, about like 3 packs, and they all like broke. And then eventually, like, I really didn't like the way they wrote. Like the lead, it was like kind of scratchy and like chalky. And it was definitely like a sensory issue, but I was not having it. Not my vibe. You know? And then for like annotating and stuff, I have these little tabs that I bought on Amazon, of course. And just to like highlight some of my books, organize my agendas, my calendars, stuff like that. I think those are gonna be very, very useful. They do have this like little ruler to like thing to stick in a binder. I will not be doing that. We'll just be going in my pencil case. And for my highlighters, I'm gonna use the same ones I used last year. The mild liners, like the double-ended ones. I have like the 10-pack, I think. I really like them because I feel like I'm more of an underlining person. This is horrible, but I do feel like I do use these to decorate more than I do to actually highlight. But it's just like a little fun thing to do. You know, make class more fun, you know? Why shouldn't you? And oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I buried this under everything. This is a bullet journal. I used a bullet journal to like organize my thoughts. I think this year I'm just gonna do a really simplified version of just homework and this little pink book. Yeah, I think that's like most of my materials, but except for, you know, tiny little things like note cards. And I got pastel post-it notes because I guess I'm just a little extra. But I got these pastel ones while we're going in my pencil case, a couple at home. You guys, you know the drill. And I bought 2 things that I think are really, really great for this school year and like for my development and, you know, starting in high school as a freshman. Really great things. One of the things I bought this year, and I think I really just didn't like my old lamp anyway, so this is like a really great thing to have, is this like lamp. I got this from Target, and it's just like, it has this little compartment built in. I really like that it's like a warm like light. It's a really like a dimmer light, but I think it's really nice at night. It's just like calm and like relaxed. It's really great. So I keep some note cards over there, post-it notes in the middle, erasers. And that is the remote for this remote control candle. I know it's like super embarrassing, but one time I had a candle in here and I dropped it and it spilled everywhere. So now I am banned from having candles in my room. So I brought that little like pretty like little bubble candle, but I did get remote controlled. Hold on, I'm just gonna like fix this. It's like really annoying me. Okay, there we go. This is a card that I'm using to store my school stuff. When school starts and when I get all my books in, I'm gonna put them right here in like the first one and the bottom one. Those are 2 of my summer reading books. I still have to read one. Oh my god. But, yeah, my school starts in like 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll figure it out, okay? So I'm going to use these to draw my stuff because I really didn't have a place to put my school books and stuff before. So, yeah, that's really what, like, that is for. Oh my god, I just figured out what the class that I was missing is. My school does have an art requirement, and you can either do, I think, 2 semester classes or you can do 4 years of choir. I'm doing choir because I like singing, but you can obviously tell from, like, my already, like, weird voice, I can't sing for anything. I do enjoy it, not good at it, and in my mind, 4 years of choir would, like, look a little better, and I think it's just, like, a fun little thing to do, so that is my 7th class. But let's talk a little bit about my schedule and my school-specific course requirements. So, you need a certain amount of credits, obviously, to graduate high school. I go to a private school, so my credits are a little different. They are. And one big thing is you have to do 4 sciences. You have to do a semester of each of the 4. The 4 are physics, bio, chem, and environmental science. I decided early on that I would like to go full chemistry instead of just doing like an equal amount, but that still means I have to do 1 semester of each of the 4. So the normal way to do that would be you do 2 semesters your freshman year, 2 in your sophomore, because you do have to be done by midway through your junior year. You do have to have your science credits filled out. So I really want to do chemistry this year, so I would be able to go full send with that later on. And I want to do chemistry sophomore year, but that make me do 3 sciences. So I'm like adding like an extra workload onto myself, which we will see if this works out, because I do think I will be a burnout very, very fast, but it's all for the experience. It's for the plot, okay? And you can either do 7 or 6 blocks or like classes in a year on like your schedule for my school. And the normal thing would be 6 your freshman year, maybe 7 sophomore for like the rest. I decided, I want to do 7 full through. And I really want to do chemistry and AP computer science my freshman year. Because if I really work hard and I really do show my best, I'm hoping that I will be able to do AP chemistry my sophomore year. I know this is a very large stretch, but I do believe if you envision things yourself and you work hard, then you can do hard things. But for some reason the blocks were conflicting, so we had a little discussion. We shifted some things around my schedule so that I could do AP Computer Science my freshman year as well. This is just going to set me up for all my credits that I have to complete. My motto for high school as of now, which is horrible because I haven't even started yet, is get all my necessary credits done the fastest I need so I can graduate, and so I can get in other AP things and other extra things that can really beef up like my resume. So that's why I think I'm like really going ham, especially my freshman year, with all of like the content and all of the stuff that I want to shove into my schedule, because I want to be done faster. I want to be able to get these extra things. I think the real key though is working towards things you're interested in. So I'm gonna see and hope that works out. So, and then my school, I do go to private school. I've mentioned that. We have to wear sweaters. Over your school uniform if you get cold. No sweatshirts unless like the school sweatshirts and sweaters. I personally don't like the school sweatshirts because I don't like when sweatshirts are very thick. They just make you feel greasy and like stuffy. So I have to buy, so I'm buying a bunch of sweaters. I know I'm wearing one right now, and I think there are these 2 Princess Polly ones that I like. Also, I will try to link them. It's this navy, nothing is sponsored by the way. One is this just like navy pullover, like knit sweater. It's a little oversized, very cozy. In my mind, it's great with like because my school uniform's like a white or navy polo, then either a dark blue, navy blue, or like this light blue skirt. And then there's this plaid one, but I hate the plaid one because it's very, very thick. I'm not all about that. So one's this navy Princess Polly one, it's just a gentle one, and then the other Princess Polly one that I'm thinking of, it's like a tiny bit cropped, but like not really. Like you can still wear it over your polo, like it's fine. So like tiny little bit of a gradient. It's really, really cute. It's like more of like a blue than like a navy blue. Do you guys, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's this one White Fox one. It's like a cream. It's very like slouchy, but like this little zip here, but it's really thin. And I really do like thin sweaters. Like I love this sweater, but it is like a little thick for my liking. But I still wear this one all the time. And also lately I've really been into like the sweaters, like jean short look. I think it's a really like coastal granddaughter, really elegant. Love that. And I have this one from last year as well. It's this very light blue, just basic knit I got from Garage. And I have this one from Aerie. It's like a cream, like a waffle little button thing. Super cute. I love that. And so I think those are going to be my sweater rotations for the school year. And now I'd like to talk a little bit about my schedule. My schedule is horrible. I'm not talking about my school schedule. I'm talking about my day-to-day routine. Again, with my school, you have to do 3 sports all for the school. So 3 seasons, fall, winter, spring of sports. And if you can do 1 season of fitness if you don't like want to do a sport in that season. And last year, I think 2 years ago, I really found that I had a love for rowing. It makes me feel good, and especially when I was still swimming. I just quit swimming for rowing, so I really hope it works out. But when I was doing swimming, I really didn't feel the best about myself. It developed a lot of body insecurities for me and just like a lot of like negative thoughts. And I think rowing really helped me get rid of that, because I think it was like a really good outlet for me and it felt really wonderful. So I decided to go full send with that. So I decided that I want to opt out of my school's fall sports option to do rowing. So I filled out my AFO, which is an alternative fitness option, and it did get denied. However, that just means I'll be doing fitness in the mornings, because my outside school practice times, 4 to 6, coincide directly with my school's practice times, 4 to 6. Actually, my other which is 4 to 6. So I'll be doing my schedule for about 3 days a week, I think, because they're only morning options 3 days a week. I get practice off on Mondays for my outside of school one, and so I think it will be there's morning practice on Monday, so I'm still gonna have to go in the morning for fitness. So my morning routine will be 3 days a week. Wake up at 5 a.m., 5:30, get ready for a little workout. I live very close to my school, so I'm very fortunate that I can just zip on over and come back in time to get ready for school. But 6 a.m. to 7, I think might be my timings. I hope they're open that early. Will be to do my fitness requirement workout. And then 7 to 7, and once again, I live very close to school. I can come back. I think I can get ready probably from 7 to 8, and my school time did get delayed for the month of September to start at 8:10 instead of 8 a.m., which I'm very thankful for, because time extra minutes to build up my routine, get this going. So I will get ready, head on over to school. I do school, and the middle schoolers practice their sports between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. That for high schoolers is called domino block. So really, it's your free time to join a club or do whatever. I will not get to experience that for 3 months during my rowing practice, because I will have to start driving. But the 20 minutes I do get to spend of my domino block will be spent getting ready for my crew practice. So I will get ready, drive over, practice from 4 to 6:30, and then drive home, and then I will shower, and an AP class and an honors class, because I'm doing honors geometry. It's expected to be a lot of homework. I think I'm gassing myself a little bit by saying it's not going to be that much. It's not that big of a deal. You'll figure it out. So homework, I think, is going to take me a while. If I finish showering, let's say, give me like 45 minutes to like shower, get ready, get dressed, all of that stuff. The girlies know. We're at 7:15. That's not counting driving. So we'll just push it to 7:30. Whatever. And then that 7:30, I get to start my homework. I'm supposed to have 2 to 3 hours of homework a day. And I don't really get that many free blocks, because like I said, I'm doing 7 courses instead of 6. So I have 3 out of an 8-day schedule. I have like 3 free periods. So it's not that great, but we'll make it work. So I don't really get that many free periods, so we're gonna have to figure out how to do my homework. And that doesn't really leave me a lot of time to like de-stress, but I do think keeping up with your relationships outside of like your work or like whatever environment you're in is really important, because it keeps you afloat, it gives you something to really work for. And it's a really good stress reliever to make sure you don't get that burnout feeling. You still feel like normal. So I do think it's really important to carve time out for yourself. Your self-care is important, no matter if you feel like if you're thinking of yourself, you're like, oh, this is for my future. Like your future you does deserve to be happy, but your present you also does deserve to be happy and feel good. So my goal is to really be able to hang out with my friends once a month. And I know that's not a lot. I used to go maybe once a week, do something, go out to the mall or hang out with my friends, but I don't really get that opportunity anymore. Because of my outside of school team, I have regattas, which are like rowing races, on some Saturdays and Sundays, a lot. And I have a lot of family stuff going on in those months. But all my friends' birthdays also happen to be like one every week in those fall months. But you have to tell yourself how to make it work. Because your friends do deserve something from you, even if you're busy, because they're busy as well. So I think it's really important to understand that and use that on how you go about with your life. I think it's a good thing to think about no matter what environment you're in. Okay, how to make time for myself, how do I make time for my friends, and how do I make time for my family and my school or my work. So those are things I'm really going to be focusing on this year as I start high school. I don't know how many these things will really last, but I will do a 6 months check-in to like see how we're feeling, see if I kept up with all the stuff I say here, to see how it's going, if I feel burnt out, some tips and tricks I've learned along the way, and stuff like that. But I do think this is for like the back to school stuff like now. So yeah, see you guys later.